Hello YouTube. Today we are checking out if P&G is a good addition to your portfolio. How well do you know Procter Gamble and should you buy their stocks? To answer this question, we will extend our knowledge about Procter Gamble. Do you know how big they are? Are P&G stocks a buy? Why you should want them and why not? And therefore, what are the pros and cons of buying P&G stocks? The brand portfolio of Procter & Gamble is huge. If you're a man, you probably use Gillette. If you're a woman, maybe you use Always or Tampax. If you are a parent, you probably use Pampers or at least know them. If you are a homeowner or live somewhere, you probably have to clean it and know Febreze or any other cleaning brands. If you're single or married, maybe you like Pringles in front of the TV. And finally, I didn't know that they also have brown Oral-B and any other thing you would find in your bathroom. Actually, my last purchase was a brown product. Thanks COVID, I really didn't know I needed that. Procter & Gamble is also the owner of Duracell, which powers probably multiple gadgets in your house. Now that you know how big they are, you can imagine how big it was when they were the first razor on the moon. They also are the producer of the first fluoride toothpaste, which helps keep our teeth clean and white. Pampers still and always is and will probably stay the best diaper. And finally, they have 76 billion USD in sales last year. Which brings us to more questions. Is their management on point and can they manage that many brands? Will they change with the population? Will they keep making products that we need? Or will they continue with the products they have and improve them? Which brings us to, can they improve? Can they grow? This last question can partly be answered by looking at the largest shareholders of P&G. First, the largest investors are institutional investors. So they invest on behalf of their clients. But after that come a large portion to company executives. And if executives have shares and keep them, it means they believe in the future of the company. But is it enough to keep them, or do they really think they can grow? The CEO, David Taylor, currently has more than 12 million common stocks, which is about 2 billion USD. But the fact that he owns it doesn't mean you should own it. Indeed, your financial situation is different than his, and therefore you should contact your financial advisor to check what is possible and doable for you. Do your own research, and past performances are not a guarantee for future results. Indeed, the stock Procter & Gamble could be plummeting tomorrow, and no one could foresee that. My name is Anne-Sophie, and I love everything personal finance. If you have any questions or struggles, please let me know in the comments and hopefully I can create a video to answer those questions. I love my Pringles and this is why we are today checking out P&G. In my opinion, the pros of buying P&G is their diversified product portfolio. They have so many brands and different products for different targets. We probably all have at least one product of them in our house. From all the brands they have, 44 generate more than 500 million USD yearly in sales. With the many competitors on the market, they still are the best razor or the best diaper. I brush my teeth every day with my Oral-B electric toothbrush, and that's already probably a product you have, next to all the other ones you could have. Their attention to quality and to products that we need every day is at their best, I think. Which shows in the stock price of Procter & Gamble. It has grown steadily and slowly, but steadily in the last 20-30 years. A P&G stock is not a rocket like Tesla, but it does grow enough every year that I think it's a great addition, even just for slow growth. Next to that, they pay quarterly dividends and they have increased it in the past 10 years, which is a good way to show their commitment to the investors. In the last couple of years, P&G grew faster, and this is why in our first scenario, we will check a growth of 12% and a dividend of 3%. In number 2, we will check a growth of 5% and dividends of 4%, which could paint a scenario where they don't get new brands and new products, but they continue to grow slowly. In both scenarios, we will invest 2 shares at 150 USD, which is about the price of right now. As you can see, in scenario 1, the capital gain is huge with 631, which is 200% plus return on investment. Next to that, the dividends are 185, which is nothing. It's not sustainable, but it does pay for some fees. In scenario 2, with a growth of 5%, the capital gain is almost $200, which is about 80% rate of return in 11 years invested. Next to that, the dividends are $170, which is a lot less than in scenario 1 because the stock didn't grow as fast. The dividends are paid out quarterly at P&G, which is a good way to budget your way into early retirement. So even though they are not very high, it could mean a good steady cash flow for you. I keep coming back to the management. They have so many brands that they have to hire for, and Procter & Gamble is known to be very difficult to get in, which could be an own obstacle that they create for themselves. Then comes the strategy. Will they create new products to continue their growth, or will they settle and become a cash cow? There is of course nothing wrong with that, but then you should be aware that you buy Procter & Gamble for dividends and not for growth anymore. Procter & Gamble has now reached the point that they have to answer that question, which also means they are in a phase where the stock grows slowly. Which brings us to the conclusion. Is P&G a buy? Probably yes. They have so many products and so many brands that are cash cows. The dividend will be there, but if you want growth, you will have to look into the future and believe that the strategy of Procter & Gamble will produce growth. Will they create new products for our new lifestyle with COVID around? Or will they actually create a product that we can use beyond that? What are your thoughts about P&G? Please let me know in the comments. I am very curious about your opinion. If you want to see another short analysis of another stock, please let me know. I would love to check that out. In the meantime, if you liked this video, please like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!